13. Woo!
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back. I'm Simran.
I'm Ariel.
And we are the
BabeBar.
Woo!
Whoop, whoop.
So, how have y'all been? For us, it's been a hot second since we've recorded, but for you guys, it's and I guess since we didn't post on Memorial Day because we wanted to give you guys the day off, but it's been a while for you guys too.
Now you're back on duty, so
I know.
we expect comments and likes and shares.
Seriously. But welcome back. So, as per usual, we are starting with our exciting drink.
Yes.
And today, so Ariel, you said one of our subscribers mentioned to us that, okay, there are Jolly Rancher packets.
Speaking of comments, so yeah, we were told that there are Jolly Rancher packets. And I think in one of our past episodes, if you watch, we dropped a Jolly Rancher in there.
I think we crushed up Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah, we
that was a really
it.
good drink, by the way.
It was.
And the crunch of the Jolly Ranchers is super good too. But I think, so they were like, okay, well, there are actual Jolly Rancher packets. So we were like, okay, fine. Let's try this. So we mixed Jolly Rancher packet with some Titos and with a Waterloo strawberry. So the Jolly Rancher flavor of choice is watermelon. And so strawberry watermelon. I feel like that's pretty fun if I don't drop the box.
We did not have a watermelon seltzer, but we were like strawberry. It's pretty damn close.
It's pretty good.
So let's just top each other. Oh,
thank you.
Look how pretty. And we have all of our ingredients up here in the front for anybody that wants to give it a try.
Yeah.
These Jolly Rancher packets are 5 calories, Waterloo 0 calories, vodka 60. So there we go.
Dude, cheers.
Cheers. And happy bar mitzvah to episode 13 of the BabeBar.
Well, cheers. Honestly, really fucking good drink.
Amazing.
If I had to say, so I know a couple episodes ago we did the pink lemonade Starburst packet versus the Jolly Rancher one. I much rather do this one than the pink lemonade one. I still liked it, but this one actually is really fire.
I agree. I feel like they got right on the money with the Jolly Rancher flavor, and obviously watermelon is the best. So
Bro, what?
Amazing.
I'm a blue raspberry person. I feel like that's where
those are the
shine.
Top two. Top two. It's always like, are you a blue raspberry girl or a watermelon girl? And it's like, let's see.
Really? I hear blue raspberry versus cherry. I feel like a lot of...
Cherry?
Dude.
Oh my God, get out of here.
Like cherry.
Get out.
No,
cherry is like
a lot
literally,
of people like cherry.
Oh, I feel like every time I have something cherry flavored, it just reminds me of like that cherry cough syrup. Ugh. Not a fan.
Either way. So we got these cute little firefighters. Mine, what's your name?
Is Dave.
Mine's Ross.
Ross.
Okay. Bro, speaking of Ross, if anybody out there has ever been to Ross, please leave a comment below and tell us how much you love it, or I guess how much you even don't love it. I went to Ross a while ago for the first time, and I feel like I did not have a good experience because I guess I went on the weekend and everything's picked over, nothing's all that great. But me and Ariel went literally right before this episode. Dude. You tell them how much you have a thing for Ross.
I feel like Ross is my favorite store in the whole world. And Ross is some people hate it, some people love it. And I understand why. It's you walk in and it's just oh my God, the hunt. It's a hunt. It's basically a thrift store, but everything's new. But it's half the shit is on the floor and half of it's on the rack. So you have to scour on the top and then scour on the bottom.
And then if you're looking for shoes, you have to look for the 9s and the 5s.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
The 5s and the 11s.
So basically, give yourself about an hour and a half to look through the store.
Honestly.
Because there's going to be a random dress in the men's section that you just fall in love with that you wouldn't have seen.
That's what you need to have. No, seriously. And I feel like today I actually learned the value of taking my time at Ross because we found a couple of good things. Mind you, we went to 2 of them.
We went to 2.
Yeah, we went to the one in 2 different towns about 15-20 minutes apart just to see what the vibe was, you know?
But the thing about Ross is this. It's every time you walk in, it's a different store. They have trucks that come in every single day.
Which I had no idea
every
about.
Freaking day. And then if you go in on a Wednesday or Thursday, it's a whole different store than if you went in today, which is a Sunday.
That's so fair.
So it's every time you walk in, you just there's new things, and then there's only 2 of the new thing, and it's either your size or it's not, and if it is,
if it works, you better buy it. Also, I have found that, so we were literally talking about this on the drive to the first Ross, and I'm just literally trying to figure out my style. I don't know what my style is now that I'm out of school, right? That I don't always need to wear sweatpants and like a baggy top. And, like I feel like I could be a lady. I could get,
I can be a lady.
I need to start wearing skirts and cute tops and XYZ. You know how it goes. But
let me just tell you, and we won't talk about this too much, but I think it's important to note that Ross is like cheap enough that you can buy something, wear it like 2 times, throw it away, and then it's like your cost per use was like $2. So it's not that bad.
Honestly, I got 3 tops for right at $30. And I was like, gosh darn. And it would be tops that I'm trying to find at, let's say, like Nordstrom or Nordstrom Rack. And each one of those tops would end up being like $36. And you're like, well,
but dude,
shit.
One of your shirts were like $4 and the other one was like $13.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can literally go there and spend like $5 and
you
still
really
get a bomb top. Like, it is amazing.
It really is. It was such a good deal. And I'm sorry, Mom, for my credit card statement. If you see it, don't be alarmed.
Don't dispute it. It was me.
It was me. No, but honestly, it was such a good time. But for today's topic, we kind of wanted to touch on something, again, obviously in the foreign realm, which is the topic of mother-in-laws and like being comfortable around them or uncomfortable around them. So I'll kind of give a backstory. So in like a more traditional sense in the foreign community, I'm not completely sure if it's the same for you guys too, but like the mother-in-law is a very daunting topic and a daunting person. And I feel like in generations to come and our generation kind of being our starting, we're not feeling the same way about them anymore. We love them. So.
Absolutely. I mean, it's definitely different, I think, than what it used to be.
Yeah.
But we also have different takes on it. Like, because you are also now like 6-7 years down in a relationship, engaged, and then I'm 2 years into a relationship, not engaged. And I don't know, like, it's just 2 different things.
It's a different feeling.
Yeah. So we thought we would talk about how we are approaching these topics, and they're 2 different perspectives. So you got a taste of each.
No, for sure. So I guess like how do you feel? Or let me take it back. What is your more traditional view on mother-in-law?
So traditional view is like, okay, this is like, especially for like their son, like this is their son, their token son, and they're just like,
they probably only have one.
My baby, exactly.
Like,
this is my.
You just happen to get into that family.
I know. I happen to get in one where there's 2 and there's 2 sons only. And she was like, I wanted a daughter so bad. So here I am as like, a daughter, But it's great because she is very understanding in my situation. But I want to talk about what it would be like. Like, people, when they think of mother-in-laws, especially in my culture, is like, okay, like you have to please her. You
do
have
everything.
to
cook
everything.
And clean
like
for their son.
Master
make sure
chef.
It's okay. Everything. Wipe their ass if they need.
Yes,
like,
with Johnson and Johnson wipes.
Yo, sensitive.
Sensitive cucumber melon. Excuse me.
Aloe vera.
You're right. But it's like that, it's definitely
really
like
is,
you have to please them, and it's always just, it's like more than maybe in American culture is what you would think of like pleasing a mother-in-law.
Also, like, if it's not, and if it's very similar to us, we'd love to learn. So like, leave us a comment below and tell us like if it's something like, is the traditional view of like a mother-in-law similar to the way that we view it, or is it different? Or like, tell us about it. We'd love to learn about it. But I feel like my view is very similar too, that it's like, they have their one son or their 2 sons, and they have to do everything for them. And granted, they're their mom, like they love them, and that's that's what they're gonna do. But it's just something, it's kind of scary initially.
I would be the same way for my son. I feel like I'd be like, who the freaking crap are you?
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so now that we have the idea of like what our traditional views are, so how do you feel with your kind of mother-in-law to be, hopefully to be soon? Like, how was it initially?
So like initially I definitely was like standing up straight, like super just like, hi, like very, smiling. Like, I don't think I took the smile off my face for the first like 3 hours I was there the first time I met them. I was just constantly like, trying to talk with a smile, because you're just like, okay, like you want to look like you're happy. And but now it's been 2 years, fast forward, I will be honest, like I'm still not like kickback as much as you, which we'll get into your, side in a minute. But like, I feel that I'm still a little bit like on my toes. Like, I do want to make sure that I'm aware. Like, I don't maybe kick back as much as maybe I should. And I think it's because it's so much in the culture. Like, I already know that, no matter what, you are being judged 24/7.
You really are, especially within like the foreign community. It's
exactly.
It is a normal thing that your mom, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your brother, sister, grandma, grandpa, everybody does it.
They're just eyeing you. They're watching you. They want to see how you react, how you respond. And it's like, it's all important. And don't get me wrong, I would probably be the same way. But I feel like I'm definitely not like, okay, like I can just like go to their house and chill. But I know for you, it's a little bit different. So tell them how you are now like 6-7 years into this relationship.
Dude, it's been a hot minute. So like this October we'll be hitting 6 years, and it started out way different than it is now. I'll tell you that. And different, not in like, both are good. So they were, in the beginning, they're very welcoming. Like, she was super welcoming. Even the dad, super welcoming. And Trinidadian people are just like always like just so happy. So that was something that I was getting used to begin with. But I feel that as time went on, I got closer and closer and closer. And now that me and Nishan are moved out, I still go and have coffee with her during the week and hang out with her. And I'll probably spend like 2-3 hours just chatting with her. I literally love her to death. She's amazing. Yeah.
See, and I feel the same way, but I haven't even like spent time with David's mom like one-on-one since, and I don't know if that's weird. I keep telling myself like I should probably reach out, and I totally am meaning to.
It's not weird because I didn't do it for a long time, dude. It took like a good, I want to say maybe 4 years, maybe even 3.5 years that I didn't spend one-on-one time. And then, like, it slowly started happening.
Well, like, in all honesty, I don't know if this is just me, but I feel like, until you're truly, like, engaged and with somebody and this is your person, it's like you almost don't want to invest too much time
because you're
and
scared.
make it worse.
Dude,
exactly. Like,
I would be scared.
I would be
scared
so
too.
fearful of getting super close, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom, one day it's over, and you're like, wait, what? And
like,
so,
I love them. They're my second parents, bro. Yeah. Like, how am I supposed to just move on from that? No.
So that's a big thing too. But I feel like more recently I've been like, okay, like I already know, when you get that feeling that you're like, I know I don't want to break up with this person. And so if I don't want to break up with this person, I should probably just go ahead and be with this person, because if you don't want to break up and,
you're going to be with them, then why don't you just marry me, David?
Hello? Hi. But exactly. So I think more I'm starting to warm up to the idea of like saying, hey, like, I'd love to take you out to lunch. Let's go grab coffee. So
it's a cute concept, dude. I feel like it's super important to have a good relationship with your mother-in-law, because, dude, like, I just feel like they're mom 2.0, like,
definitely
they are. And they mean, like, once they get to know you, obviously in the beginning they want everything for their little boy, but like once they get to know you, like, they love you just as much as them. At least, like, that's what I feel. Hey, auntie. Or mom 2.0. I always say mom 2.0. But there was one party, bro, I got figgity fucked up. Like, it was last year in 2020. It was like late 2020. And I want to say I was really close to blackout. It was a pool event with his family. And oh my God, like, I don't even know what the thing was, but I started giving speeches. And I was like,
I'd like to make a toast.
Mom, I love you. You're great. I don't even know what I said.
Dude, I have not ever been wasted in front of his parents. And the thing is that they are Russians, right? And I'm thinking, like, when I first started dating him, I'm like, okay, I'll fit right in, because they're drinking vodka shots, and they're like, but they're, they're actually pretty chill on that topic, and they don't drink like that much. Like, they will have a drink, but it's like one drink, you know? Yeah. And so, of course, like, I'm like so conscious. I'm like, am I drinking too? How many times I've been like, David, can I have a second shot, please?
Dude, I I feel like it also takes the edge off, you know? Like
It does.
like
Oh
especially
my God.
in the beginning, if you had just have a couple extra drinks, it's a little easier to talk to them because they are like like this is gonna be weird, but them themselves are not weird, but the concept of them being family is like scary.
Dude, the first
And you
time.
don't want it to. Oh my god, my nose is so itchy. But like I just don't want to mess it up. You know, like I really
know,
just don't want to
dude.
mess it up.
I know the first time that I went to go meet David's parents, we were like maybe 3 or 4 weeks into our relationship. And we were like, I mean, I guess that's a little early.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
That was early.
Yeah, that's pretty early actually.
Bro.
But we were like a little bit already like, you know, we kind of knew pretty
Yeah.
early on, like, hey, like we like each other and
This is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, stuck with me, bitch.
I'm doing this early. And so, you know, I remember I was so nervous. I was like shaking. I actually took a shot right before I left my house because I was like, dude, like the edge is so there and it needs to come off a little bit. But like, I was like, I walked in like a fucking robot. I was like, hi, how are you? I'm Ariel. Like, it was just so
Bro.
awkward looking back because I was like,
It is.
oh,
It
nervous.
Just is. It just is.
And
It
I'm like
honestly
not a
is.
nervous person. Like, to be honest, I am not. Like, I will go and I don't really give a crap. Like, I will go talk to somebody. Like, dude, like, I mean, I'm in sales. Like, I'm super like not nervous. And I'm happy to talk to anybody, but I feel like this is the one thing where you just want to make sure that they don't hate you. Like,
so
as
fair.
long as they don't
You
hate
need
you,
to
you're
sell
good.
yourself. You gotta sell yourself. No, it's so true. It's scary because it's such a like. I remember, bro, the first time it was the craziest situation. The first time that I met his parents, not even met. The first time I saw them was so he was coming to Austin College. So I went to school in Sherman, Texas. Austin College, small liberal arts school, and me and him, obviously, we met through Tinder, and this was like our third time hanging out. And his parents, both mom
You're like,
and
obviously we
dad.
met through Tinder.
No,
Go ahead.
mom and dad both came to drop him off 45 minutes away. Like, so there's home, like where he lives, and there's Austin College. 45 minutes difference. And both of them came to drop him off at Austin College, where they had no idea where he was going to sleep. They dropped him off with a full, like, pack of beer and a handle in his bag. And they were like, okay, we're going to go hang out with a girl that you don't even know. And I was just like flabbergasted. I feel like that is a conversation in itself that we need to have one day, just like Indian community versus the Trinidadian community or Indian, like it's a whole thing. It was a culture shock for me because I was like, whoa, your parents let you come down, see a girl, spend the night with
It's
her
always
and everything.
different for a guy, though. I feel like it's
That's so
always
true.
different. Like,
So
my
true.
brother was never treated the same as me in the sense of, like, he could get away with anything.
Yeah.
He could literally come home and be like,
Have a girl
Mom,
sleepover.
yeah, no, like that, like anything. And, like, my mom would be like, oh, it's okay. Like, it's you.
fine.
Like, it's
Yeah.
fine. Of course,
Dude,
you're my son. But, like,
it's crazy.
me,
The amount
oh,
of
my God.
shit- Dude, I feel this, the amount of shit that like Nishan has told me that he's gotten away with his parents, and I'm like, huh?
I would have been dead 3 times over.
Yeah, long ago. So I feel in the same boat as you, dude.
And it's, I get it. It's like in every community
don't
that
get
way
it.
for the girls.
I
but-
don't get it. Bro, I got pepper spray. I got a little taser gun.
I got a
fight
stun
me.
gun, and it's
Yeah.
my favorite thing. It's a pink stun gun I got from like Harry Hines, which is like in Dallas, like ghetto, and it was like $20, and it's like my favorite thing to carry around with me. Like,
So, my final question for you for the evening or for the day, for the evening, I don't even know. But is so where are you guys now and where do you see yourself going?
well, with his mom, I would see it going like in a direction where like we're
Hopefully
hanging
positive.
out. Oh yeah, where I never talk. No, I'm just kidding. So basically, I would hopefully like to see it. I guess hanging out once a week. Like, is that I
Yeah.
guess normal?
No, it's normal. So normal. Dude, me and
Like-
his mom text all the time. It's
like
fine.
like that's another thing. I mean, her English is like maybe not as like amazing, but she's still really good. And I think
Yeah.
like she's even better than she thinks she is in English. But I think like really it's just going to be like a dream for me if we start like texting a little bit more often and then we start hanging out like once
Dude,
every like
yeah.
2 weeks just for
I
like a
feel like
coffee.
just ask her.
I know. Stay tuned, guys. I'll let you
Stay
know
tuned,
if I
stay
if I
tuned.
ask. But I feel like I just need to make it happen. But I'm about to start like a new job this week, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And then I feel like between that and then like everything else in my life, I'm probably going to delay it like 2 weeks, but I'd definitely love to see myself grabbing a lunch with her in the next 2 weeks. That's my goal.
That's the goal. So here out for what? Episode 15? 15, you will hopefully get an update or a update on if she texted or not.
Yes, stay tuned,
Stay
BabeBar.
Stay tuned.
And for you, I mean, I feel like you're already kind of at that point where you're like hanging out with her on a weekly basis and everything. So I feel like for you should just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I feel like I thankfully have a really good relationship with Auntie and Mom 2.0, but it's been so far so good, and I'm really happy and really blessed to have them in my life because they've been a different experience than my own parents, and they've just been really positive, and I really like it. Like, it's just so different, but I love it. I love them. They've been amazing, and they've welcomed me into their family just like their own. And granted, it took some time, and I definitely have had fights with like some aunties and some cousins and shit, and like to prove myself. But shit, it was worth it.
But it's amazing. Like, I definitely feel just like being welcomed. I mean, David's family has welcomed me so much since the beginning. I think it's just more in my head. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that feeling of being welcomed is so nice. And just knowing that like you kind of have like that stamp of approval is wonderful. So I wonder if that ever goes away. Like, do you think the stamp of approval would go away like 5 years down if you like raise the kid wrong?
No, I really well, if you raise the kid wrong, they're not going to get any type of stamps. Like, shit. But I really don't think that stamp of approval will ever go away. Because if I think about myself as my own, like as a mom, me, you know, later on in the like future, if I have a boy or if I have a girl, or thankfully, hopefully both, happy, healthy children.
Twins.
Yeah, really though, easy, pop them out. But I don't know if easy, but pop them out. Yeah, but at least like, yeah, seriously. I would want my child to be dating someone A, that they love, B, that would support them like really happy and healthily and in a positive direction, and C, like someone that like really compliments them, you know. So I feel like a stamp of approval from a mom and a dad is like really important because like they know you, they know like your weird tendencies and your weird quirks and happinesses, and I feel like it's really important that parents really do know best.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Early on, and then later they'll figure out themselves.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, hopefully, you know, this is something that we can all take away with us.
Yeah. But we want to thank you so much for joining us today on the topic of mother-in-laws and how mother-in-laws are in the foreign community. And
like, you know, more importantly, Ross.
Yeah, and Ross. Ross. If I could get a freeze frame and a zoom in on my Ross booty. But yeah, that is, Ross is great. But go during the week, not on the weekends. PSA. So
Wednesday.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys then.
Yeah, well, yeah, seriously, we'll see you guys then. But thank you so much for joining us again. I'm Simran.
I'm Ariel.
And we are the
BabeBar.
Thanks, guys. See you guys for episode 14.
Bye, guys.
Bye.